Anybody that knew Trish knew that she was vibrant. And one of the things I actually dressed in thinking of her today. Bright colors were her thing. This scarf actually was a gift from her and Jewel. One of the things I remember about Trish is having a board retreat after we had formed the Partnership for Children. And one of the things that the facilitator asked us to do was to identify ourselves as with an animal. And she identified as a peacock.
A peacock? Oh, yep, I can see that. Yes, she's flamboyant, yes.
She was also county commissioner. She was also chair of the county commissioners, which is, well, she's the only one. She helped desegregate this community. It's a story that's not well known.
They were very strong civil rights activists in the 60s, and we were threatened a lot as children, being kidnapped and things, and a cross was going to be burned in our front yard.
We can't mention the Rockingham County Partnership for Children without recognizing the Gwynn family. Trish and Jewel Gwynn were instrumental in the establishment of the Partnership for Children. They were huge community advocates and a huge advocate for early childhood education.
She was really quite a card. Anybody who knew her, she had a wonderful sense of humor.
They felt that funding sometimes with states is a little iffy, and they wanted to make sure that all those programs would continue, and that was why they put out the challenge and started the foundation, just to get money that would reinvest itself and invest in the community.
So a county that was very divided at one time, bringing those agencies together that served everyone in Rockingham County. So it would get heated, but at the end of the day, we knew that our focus was on helping children, helping families, and that's where we kept our goal.
They were really excited when they heard that the state was going to have several counties start out with Smart Start. And so they campaigned to get Rockingham as one of the counties, and they got it.
There are still programs that we started back 25 years ago that are still going on now, and so that's exciting to see and to watch.
One of the pieces of her legacy is the Gwynn Early Childhood Scholarship that was started from an investment from the Gwynn family for the Early Childhood Endowment.
There are scholarships out there available, and we would like people to know that and get interested in the early childhood development.
We can now award scholarships throughout the county to early educators working in the field and pursuing their degree.
The scholarship has helped me out a lot with furthering my education to pursue my associates, and the next step is to pursue my bachelor's degree. So I was very honored and thankful that I was able to receive the scholarship.
It means something special to me because when I applied, I chose my story of why I should receive the scholarship. I didn't think that I would be able to get it, but once I got it, it made me feel proud of myself and that I could do anything.
Keep pushing. Sometimes school and work and just home life is hard in itself, but just remember that you can do it.
It's a program that we're really proud of and a way that we get to continue to celebrate her life. The Rockingham County Partnership for Children is celebrating 25 years of impact in our community. We're excited to highlight some of our programs and services for families and children. We hope you enjoy. Thank you to all of those who have been a part of our journey.
The Reach Out and Read program is a program that was started to promote literacy in the homes for children from birth through preschool years around the age of 5. And through the program, we are able to provide books to all of our families that come here with their children for their well child visits.
Reach Out and Read is a national organization where medical providers at pediatric offices give out books to children at their well child visits.
As the pediatricians, we're able to provide that knowledge that we have about what's appropriate for development, but also how you can incorporate the books into the well visits and how the parents can help with development as well.
The doctor will talk to families about the importance of reading to children, the importance of exposure to literature.
This is important as far as their development, as far as speech, communication, and just getting them ready for the formative years of school.
The Education Incentives Program is a cash incentive provided to early childhood educators who are pursuing their degree in early childhood education or child development while also working in the field.
Our Early Education Incentives Program provides financial support to early educators in Rockingham County who are completing courses towards early childhood, child development, or BK licensure.
The higher the education level of early childhood teachers, the higher quality of care that they can provide in their classroom. There's a lot to an early childhood program and understanding child development, understanding the brain science, what really goes into setting the foundation for those young brains. We say early childhood teachers are brain builders, and they really are. They're doing this hard work every day to ensure that our children are successful.
It takes a village.
It takes a village.
It takes a village to raise a child.
And I am part.
And I am a part.
And I am proud to be a part of that village.
We invite kids to come in and learn about running and also learn character traits such as perseverance and dedication, courage, commitment.
The Child Care Wages Program is designed to increase the salaries of our early childhood educators who have historically been underpaid.
We had a child with that was atypical, but by being in the pre-K program and receiving the services that's available through the partnership, I think it really helped him.
Over the past couple years, we've worked with the Partnership for Children to really focus on family-friendly policies and practices.
We purchased the pod for mothers to have a safe and private place to nourish their children.
It takes a village to raise a child.
It takes a village to raise a child.
It takes a village to raise a child, and I am a part of that village.
I am part of that village.
And I am a part of that village.
And I am part of that village.
It takes a village to raise a child. I am a part of that village.
Se necesita una villa para criar a un niño y yo soy parte de esa villa.
They have that aha moment when you're going in there and you're providing assistance and training and strategies, and the light comes on for them. And the things that they never thought they could do actually happens in that classroom.
Early Education Services provides a team of folks that can provide professional development and coaching, making sure that children have what they need in the classroom, and that they're also meeting the demands from the state entities that provide the regulation.
What we do is try to make sure that we support quality care. We provide technical assistance, and we also provide professional development workshops and trainings to our early educators.
My professional development classes, I do all of them through the partnership. They have helped me set up my room. The partnership has a ton of resources for the families, for the extended families, and for the children. It's a lot of resources, behavior issues, developmental issues, everything from birth all the way up to 5 years old.
As a former teacher, I received services from the Early Education Services team where I had someone come out and do technical assistance with me. I think it made me a better teacher because I was able to get the support I needed. And in turn, it was helpful for my students because we were able to create a positive classroom.
I call on them for resources. Also, if there's any help that I need as far as a child that has behavior issues, they come out and help, and if they can't help, they will send a specialist or somebody they know to help me with the problem.
The directors and teachers can expect to receive individualized support. So if there's a challenge or an issue that they're facing in their child care program, a staff member can provide on-site support to help them work through goals that they set for themselves around improving or maintaining high quality in their program. It can be from curriculum implementation to behavior support, whatever is needed for that program. They can expect an individual to be there as a coach to provide that intimate level of support.
The families that we serve here are from all walks of life. We have subsidy families. We have families who care for children with special needs. We have children with autism. So our staff went back to school. Our staff did extra additional trainings, and RCPC came out. They were phenomenal. They did extra TA. They were showing up as family again. We're in a facility that's open 6 to 6. They didn't leave at 6. They left at 7. They left at 8. They were here with us all the time. We stayed after hours. We come up here on weekends. We fixed the classroom. They showed us how to be, what to do, the correct communication. They showed all of it. They went above and beyond. So they didn't just give us the books and say, here you go, this is what you need to do. They put the action behind the words. They didn't tell us, they showed us. When we were hurting, they were hurting. When we were excited, they were even more excited. They were contagious, which made our energy even more contagious.
The Adolescent Parenting Program is another home-based visiting program that we offer through our agency that supports young families ages 13 to 20, pregnant or parenting.
That's the best program I've ever been involved in.
We provide diapers, wipes, or anything that the parents may be needing at that time.
They're like your right-hand man. They're someone who's right there when you need them, and like I said before, a resource. They're just a huge resource.
She was a happy little train, for she had such a jolly load to carry.
Dolly Parton's Imagination Library is a program that mails a book per month to every child enrolled in Rockingham County from birth until their 5th birthday.
The Dolly Parton Imagination Library is a wonderful way to get books into a child's hand, into a child's home. The Partnership for Children has been doing it for, oh golly, I don't know, practically since its inception, ever since it became available.
A child care health consultant is a nurse or a public health professional that works directly with the child care facilities and the early educators to help bring health and safety perspective to child care.
She can work with them on immunizations, healthy eating, sanitation, to ensure that those environments are safe.
We also help support professional development. So we help the directors, we help the educators in the classroom, we help them expand and grow in the areas of health, safety, sanitation, and nutrition.
Child Care Subsidy is a program that helps assist families with the cost of child care.
They provide subsidy for our parents that's trying to go back to school so they don't have to pay the full amount for child care. We're so grateful to Rockingham County Partnership for Children that they provide funds for the county to disperse to parents.
Lawmakers are calling it human infrastructure, a backbone of our economy, and it's an industry in growing crisis.
The backbone to our workforce, childcare.
Child care centers trying to cope with staff shortages.
Parents who want to go back to work are faced with a new problem.
The child care crisis. More than 2 million women have left the workforce.
The single biggest factor, low pay for child care workers.
We
are in a place where families can't afford to pay childcare, but can't afford not to work. And our childcare teachers can't afford to work in childcare. And then our directors can't afford to keep the doors open. Folks really want to get into this work because they really care about the education of our young children, and yet they're not receiving the care that they need to be able to do this work well.
When COVID hit, a lot of different childcare providers couldn't watch kids anymore, especially if someone in the facility got COVID. Our family members who were helping us with that, also one of them got COVID in the household. So long story short, our options for childcare ran out very quickly. We had a newborn, and when we got on the wait list, we would have literally needed to wait till she was about 2 years old to even get her in the place. We said, we don't have childcare, so we can no longer both work. There was no way around it.
More than half of Americans live in what's referred to as a childcare desert, defined as areas where more than 50 children under the age of 5 have few or no childcare options.
Got a lot of people asking the question, why is it that way? Does it have to be that way? And what can we do to fix it?
Kids Ready Rockingham, at its inception, came about to really center this idea of resilience and ensuring that our Rockingham community has everything that it needs in order to thrive and be successful.
It is a coalition formed from different community members in Rockingham County. There are parents in there, the health department, church organizations, just everybody trying to come together and fix or resolve or partner with different people in the community to fix the issue of the childcare crisis.
Right now, our Kids Ready group that is comprised of cross-sector individuals from health and human services to the local community college, to teachers and families within Rockingham County to band together to make systems better for the families and the children that live here.
Another benefit that I can think of is we also get training on conscious discipline so that we can apply it at home. So that way, instead of doing the old school discipline, it's more of a positive discipline.
I grew up in a very old school home where you got yelled at and you got spanked, you know. It's not abuse, it's just discipline, you know, Old Testament style basically. But that's not an approach I wanted to take. I would much rather they learn why that's not okay and how to avoid it, how to do better. But me personally, I feel if my child sees me act in aggression towards them, that changes how they view me, and I don't want that. I'm currently a family leader. I'm involved in the advisory council, so basically I provide feedback, I give insight from a parent's point of view. I need to be a part of my child's life, and in the decision-making process, if there's an opportunity to have a voice, absolutely I should. So that was the initial reason, but what ended up coming from it is you meet a lot of incredible people who are also very like-minded.
We need to take action, like right now. The government needs to help. Our teachers need to get paid good money because they're doing the hard work. So I think we need overall support.
The fact that we don't have something that's reliable for something so critical is mind-blowing. All the people that are at the bottom who don't have that voice, why don't we gather together and we speak together and be louder? And do something about it, find a way to fix the issue. We wouldn't really gather around the table and say something like, hey, what do you think the school board should do with the budget this year? That's not something we bring up in conversation. It's important, but we wouldn't talk about that normally. When we're in these meetings together, we do, and lo and behold, it matters to us. We're like, that is important. Our kids are gonna go to these schools. We should talk about this. And those are conversations that happen all the time because of these specific get-togethers where we discuss the important stuff.
It helped her be able to stay focused on her milestones and things that she needed in, growing up that I might not have known being a first-time parent.
I don't think people realize that even before your child goes to school, they have so much brain development taking place.
The Parents as Teachers program is an evidence-based framework used to support families in homes by a parent educator who will support families along their parenting journey to ensure that children are reaching their developmental outcomes and that families are supported.
It's not just like a teacher level, it's more of a friend level. So they learn to trust them and they learn to have their creativity brought out.
There are resources that they may not ever be aware of. We just try to make sure that the family's in a good spot so that they can parent to the best of their ability.
Nurse Family Partnership is a national program. We're fortunate to be headquartered here in Rockingham County with the Partnership for Children. We pair first-time moms with a personal nurse who stands by their side to optimize birth outcomes, child development outcomes, and family economic self-sufficiency.
We talk a lot about health, healthy births, healthy pregnancies, and supporting families in being self-sufficient and caring for their children.
She connected me to a lot of information that I needed to know about pregnancy and breastfeeding and labor, and then all the things after that as being a new mom and making sure that my child hits her milestones.
We reduce rates of low birth weight, we reduce rates of hypertensive disorders of pregnancy, and we even see kind of longer term outcomes, fewer behavioral and intellectual issues with children who have participated in our family partnership.
I feel like it impacted her a lot because she's really smart, she's very social, so she likes to interact with a lot of people and she's always trying to learn new things.
Kaleidoscope Play and Learn is an amazing opportunity for families that have children 5 years old and under, especially those who are not yet in preschool.
It's designed for school readiness, especially in a rural county. There's not a lot of Head Start or pre-K options, so that's essentially what it's designed for, and for caregiver learning and support.
When I first started KPL with my daughter, she wasn't very social, and so she's gotten a lot more social since then. She's actually been around some of the other staff and have played or colored with them, which is a huge change for my daughter. You can look forward to having a great time with your kids.
They are meeting friends, neighbors sometimes, and they're learning things like sharing. They're learning to build friendships and relationships for the first time.
It takes a lot to raise a child.
You can't do it alone.
It's not a sign of weakness to ask for help.
An entire village, an education system,
a support team.
Bringing everybody together.
Each person kind of contributing their part.
All different types, all different walks of life.
A community working together.
It takes a village.
It takes a village. It takes a village to raise a child.
It takes a village to raise a child, and I'm part of that village.
And I am a part of that village.
I'm part of that village.
And I am part of that village.
It takes a village to raise a child, and I am part of that village.
We all need help.
We actually need a lot of help.
It's hard to ask for help, but it's also, that's what people are there for.
To make sure that all the weight's not on one parent.
It takes a village.
It takes a village.
It takes a village to raise a child.
I am a part of that village.
And I'm a part of it. And I'm part of it.
I am a part of that village. You have to put it together to make a complete puzzle so a child can thrive.
Without my village, I would not be where I am today.
Experience everybody and get to know them, and it just makes a better community.
It takes a village to raise a child.
It takes a village.
It takes a village.
It takes a village to raise a child. I'm part of that village.
And I am part of that village.
I am part of that village.
We are a part of that village.
I am proud and honored to be a part of that village.
It takes a village to raise a child, and I am a part of that village.
I am part of the village.
It takes a village to raise a child. Are you part of that village?
We couldn't do this work without your support. Will you be a part of supporting the next 25 years?
Oh my goodness, where did they
I thought this was gonna happen on maybe the third, fourth question, not the first one. But
Does she have like a nervous
a laugh attack? She's gonna cry soon too. Oh, it already started?
Once it's out, it's gonna be better.
This was very confusing. The first part of our marriage, I was like, are you sad or happy?
He's like oblivious.
Hey, my name's Chase.